All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me? Audio check. YouTube audio check. Zoom audio check. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Audio check. Yes, okay, thank you. All right. Adam, good morning, sir. How are you? Brad, good morning. James, good morning. Joseina. Flavio, good morning. Pat, how are you, sir? Good morning. Robert, good morning. Stephen, good morning. All right, guys, we're about 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from the cash market open here. And what we have is the sideways market around Globex. And this has kind of been the quality of the price action lately. We opened very close to Globex, consolidate through the first part of the session. Then we're getting a breakout or a breakdown from there. So we are within the Globex band. We know what that means. That means that the market is in consolidation. And we need a break either at 782 or a break above the 884. If we get either of those, then that will be an area of momentum. The middle of the range, which is Globex, is 832. And now it's just a function of waiting and watching and looking for price action that is going to be momentum, and see who's getting trapped and why and where. Just spend some time learning the behavior, right? Okay, so every day in every way we're getting better and better and better at understanding the market. Good luck, everybody. Let's make it happen, right? Okay, we got 1 minute. As far as the economic news, we really don't have much going on, right? Forex Factory, here we go. We had the core retail early on. At the top of the hour, we have business inventory, and at FOMC bar speaks. That's about it for today. So this structure right now is channel number one, channel number two on the short side. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning. Omer, good morning. Okay, we're getting a push here. A little bit of a push. We got a switch trade into a close. We're getting very closer to the 82. I mean, that literally we're within a couple of points away from that price action. But just being close is not good enough. We need to see an actual close. Hey, Josh, good morning. We're in the middle of the range on the 100 NT Rinko, and we're very close to closing that 82. Yeah, we should be seeing a little bit of that behavior. I'm gonna post some orders just to make sure that my system is acting correctly. Here we go. Yeah, that's fast. That's good. All right, canceling that order. So we're good. Here comes that 82. All right, so now we got ourselves at least a little bit of momentum here. And what we have is harmony zone number 1 is 807 by 17. Harmony zone number 2 is 832. Rallies are shortable against those two levels, and we are looking for the next close of 757. Then from there, we're looking for lower targets that could take us all the way to 695. So let's see if we can manage to find ourselves in a trade here, if it's all possible. What is a big trade here? I mean, let's just off this switch trade and the railroad short at 92. What would be a big trade? A big trade would be hitting 756 and continue to drift against the harmony wave, meaning that every time you get up there, you're getting sold off all the way down to that 726 and then the 700. And this market has the capacity to do this. You see that on the 200 NT Rinko, how we had a one candle reversal. Yeah, we retraced a little bit, then boom, it just kept continue. So it has the capacity to get down all the way to that 700. So that would be the big trade. Where's the stop to this rotation? The stop to this rotation is 817 and definitely the 841. But the complete reversal is going to be the 857. So you're measuring your risk against those levels right now. You're getting momentum right now. Here comes the next level, 757. Yeah, good morning, Omer. Good morning. All right, so we're getting a little bit of disconnect here. So that harmony wave started around that 810 and ending up at 65. And, we're testing harmony zone number one, which is 82 by 92. Zone two is 87 by 807 by 817. So what do we want to see the market do in order for us to participate? We need to see that the market continue to hold on um, to this area right here, like exactly what they're doing right now. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting involved. Well, nah, we need. Okay, so they're testing. You're getting ES punching up a little bit here. So you got the test of harmony zone number one. Let's see if they come back up and retest it one more time. Yeah, that was a good one, right? 200 and the 100 are in sync on the short side, so we're looking at these rallies as a shorting opportunity, right? Okay, okay, okay. So I mean, if we can get a one candle reversal here, I'm gonna have a stop that is very close, like right there. Ah, they're gonna come and get me. Yep, I'm out. That's not what they needed to be doing right there. Yeah, I guess after this decent move, they're gonna play games here. So let's see. Yeah, here they come selling. I mean, so where's that target? It's 32 if we can get to it. Yeah, here it comes. All right, so let's see what they want to do here. So I mean, we took a shot at it here. It just whatever. Like sometimes you gotta work in a range and not just get too tied up in like one little spot. So the target is 732, and we should be heading that way. What time is this? 8:51. Yeah, look at that. Boom. So they made a high, they made a lower high, made a lower high. We just needed to withstand that little bit of noise. That target 732. Let's go. We're in the right place at the right time, looking at the right direction in the market. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what ES is doing. Yeah, ES is no, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it's just literally lagging any move, not making any reliable. I mean, it's pulling back to the middle of the range, and one candle close up to that 55 can lend itself. I mean, we came in within the tick of that target, which is target number 3 as well. So we need to be careful here. The market needs to come and close under that level. So what do we need? I mean, we have a couple of levels that we need to be protecting, obviously, but harmony zone number 1 is one of them, 82.92. We're coming into a cloud that is negative. So if the market kind of stabilizes here and start heading south, I'll look for a re-entry short. It's harmony zone number one. Yeah, we gotta see what they do here. They cannot break above 70. If they start breaking above 70, then we may have an issue here. Okay, okay, okay. Now, what happened if they take? Okay, they need to protect this level. You know, it can't go above that 70. So you have harmony channel number one and two. Yeah. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, if they close that candle lower, that would be something, right? At 752. All right, we got 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah, it looks like now they're ready for a bit of a run. ES definitely outperforming NQ in a meaningful way. Yep. YM is moving. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of pop in price here. Right, 1 minute. Yeah, see with that break that they did right here, kind of changes things a little bit. So you have harmony zone number one right here. So if the price gets up here and does exactly what they did, which is a lower high, then that would be a condition for us to resume the shorts. But right now, you know, they're coming to retest and they're coming in hard and heavy. So we need to give them a little bit of space and let them do that. All right, I mean, look at him again coming up and doing that one candle reversal. But we got to see a little bit more out of this market. We got to see a little bit more. I mean, this is exactly what they did here. We just talked about that. So they're doing similar pattern. I mean, you need to see a little bit of conviction under 763, and then ultimately the 53 as well. So 63, 53. That means any rallies back up needs to be a lower high and a sell-off where the cloud shifts from positive to negative. Kind of has to happen here. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 NT Rinko are out of sync. So we definitely need to see a little bit more out of this market in order for us to jump back in. I feel like where we got in here is just, it's the decent price. It's just, I got out for like -5 points, but the idea is accurate. See, I mean, they're coming up to that 63. Here you go. So now the next step is 53. Let's see if they rally this thing back up, then fail it. Definitely you could tell that there are shorts in here. So the only worrisome part is this. Look how close we got to closing this target, and we just got faded all the way up to harmony zone number 1. You know, typically the shorts would have had to hold on to this level and continue lower and break that level and flush. So this sequence was definitely a tough one for the shorts to withstand. Now look at ES. ES is just like no worry in the world, right? It's just going churning up. All right, so we hit that level. Now we have harmony zone number one, harmony zone number two, NES 56 by 53 and 50 by 47 half. Those are the two harmony zones for ES. And it's kind of hard for me to start really looking to get short unless I see ES really kind of reverse this type of pattern, right? So I have to be fairly selective trying to get aggressively short in this market against the behavior of ES. Now we all understand that there is a divergence, and actually NQ is weaker, but rallies in ES is going to affect the shortability of NQ, so that's going to make it a little bit tricky. Would I go long in NQ? Well, it's weaker. I mean, you may be getting a bit of a run up here, but I'd rather be long ES and short NQ than trying to get NQ long once ES runs up, because you're just basically betting on an instrument that is inherently a little bit weaker, if that makes sense to you. So now we have channel number one to the upside. We tested harmony zone number one once. We're coming up to it again. The cloud is positive and it's holding. So we need to see a pattern in which this channel is broken to the downside and the cloud is shifting negative, and that will lend itself to a behavior that I can get short and behind. If I can get a nice pullback to 455, 45.55 in ES, that will support the short idea on NQ. And if we cannot do that, then see what we're doing right here. So now we have a trend line as well, and a break above it and a retest of it can lend itself to a bit of a rally in that market. So we're in this mixed market right now where the 200 is still pointing lower while the 100 into Rinko is bottoming down, and then you're getting a pattern here that is not short against that harmony zone number one. Like this was different, okay? And the difference here is the cloud was negative and you ran into harmony zone number one. So that lended itself to a rotation that can continue. But when the cloud shifts and you're testing harmony zone number one, then you're getting a bit of a different environment altogether. So just be careful trying to get short here. This market is picking up a bid. Now, what would change things around is a 762 close. Why? Because you're closing a 50 NT Rinko Captain setup short at that point, and then we have a potential at 53 closing the 70 NT Rinko short, so that at least will give you a bit of a rotation that is worth, you could measure risk against it, right? So we'll see. So they broke, came to retest. Let's see if they close the 79, then they're going to dig into this rotation. If they break into the 63 right here, this move right now, then you're going to get most likely a flush back to this target of 731. you go. ES is moving, and they broke and retested this trend line, and they're showing a bit of strength coming up. Nothing that I'm interested in, but reading the market for that. Okay, that's interesting right here. Mm. Okay. So they're breaking and retesting the 65, 670 area. That's fine. I mean, they can come up there and close that candle above 75 in any minute here. So I need to see that 63 close, and then we'll reevaluate. They're literally in the middle of the range chopping up, people. Yeah, this is an area where we need more information out of the market. And the reason why is, first, the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. Second, you're running literally into harmony zone number one, and we haven't broken it even once. So any long here is going to run up in that type of resistance, and you really need to give the market a little bit of room and see more of it. Like, okay, so what happened if they put on a switch trade short right here at that 69.70? Then, I mean, I would have an entry with a risk above 77, and I can see if we can break 66 to 63 and then hold on to it to 53, and then just basically go that way. All right, and that stop is gonna be tight. It's gonna be right here, and we need to see. Ah, yeah, that's again. Here we go. $70, 78, just 8 points. Okay. I don't like it. Whatever. Like, seriously. Okay. Choppy. I'll just keep it small, and we'll look for a better spot. Maybe a better idea was to see that break to 63 first, then jump in. Okay. So they keep coming up to that level and pulling back and pulling back and pulling back. So what do we need to do? We need to actually wait for the 73 to show up, because that will get 73, then to be really conservative 53, then rallies become shortable again. The longs are running into this zone here, and the market is out of sync. So you really your best bet in this rotation is to wait for the 73.53 break, or let's see if they have any strength above the whole number 800. Anything in between, you're getting this very choppy behavior. Here we go. Let's see if they hold on to it here. Here we go. I mean, that's what we're trying to see. I mean, that's we got short here anticipating that exact movement. I mean, it's just a function of trying to hold on to it. Not 90, 60, yeah. 70, here we go. Hey, Nicholas, how are you? So where's the big deal here? 45. So the 63 broke, which is a good thing. I don't like that big move up here. But now you really have to kind of protect the 92. So any rally back up, as long as we put yeah. I mean, our approach here is the correct one. Is just finding the entry with a good management. So we have a harmony, a cloud pot, a negative, and the market is just taking on some water here, and here it comes. All right. So 79. Okay, 79. So we cannot break anything above 79. Yeah. So rallies are becoming shortable again here. So rallies to 67 have a 79 stop and an 81 stop and a 92 stop. So you have those three levels to protect you from any rally. And if you break anything above 775, you're building a captain setup short on the 50 NT. I mean, captain setup long on the 50 NT, 50 NT Rinko. Here we go again. Let's see if they manage to go anywhere with it. We should be busting to that 50. And they're making a lower high at 74. Yeah, that's just sucky ass. It's a whole lot of chop going on, guys. So I mean, there's no need for me to invest any money in this environment. I would want to see below the 50s into the 44s, where the 200 and the 100 can get back in sync. And if they do that, then I'll play the game. Patience is a trade, right? All right, how's everybody doing so far? Brad, Don, how we doing? Don Hansen, how are we doing? James, Josiana, Pat, how are we doing? Robert, good deal, Robert. You figured out something today, right? Nicholas, Color, Josh, how you guys doing? No trades for Pat. Okay. Now, they put on a captain setup long on the 50 NT Rinko, and the 40 NT Rinko, there's a captain setup long as well. So they're going to probably come in there a little bit heavier in this zone and challenging it. JN, no trades. Okay. Yeah, Frida, there's not much going on. I mean, I took 2 shots in a couple of spots here. Small stops. I'll just keep waiting for something big to happen. I mean, I know what the prices would have to be in order for big things to happen. So it's not like it's just a function of just me waiting, and but trust me, it's the hardest thing to do in trading is to wait. Wait when you're down a little bit, because my impulse and everybody else's impulse is to make your money back, which is, to be honest with you, is the wrong impulse. But so I have to counter that impulse by just being patient and just wait and not think about the money and just wait for the market to tip its hand, and I'll make my money, and no doubt about that. So here you go. I mean, that's what, with that captain set up on the 50 Tirinko, they're finally tipping their hand a little bit here. I mean, there's still a lot of resistance up there. Harmony zone number 2 is up there, but you're getting a push in ES and you're getting a push in NQ, and the price action is a little bit slow. So let's see. I mean, what would get me to go long though? I mean, that's the tricky part. I mean, I rather have a close at 831, and then I can start looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. The market here is vulnerable for correction against harmony zone number 1 and 2. So I'm not saying it's not going to go up there, but I'm saying if I take chances here, I'm going to be taking it in the crosswind of price action. So that has a little bit higher risk profile to it, and they're not premium setups. When the 200 and the 100 are in sync, I can get a better premium setups that can become a swing trade versus only a scalp. So you're getting a 1 candle reversal here, so we should be able to get a little bit of a pullback, and we'll see how well they want to handle it. We'll go from there. I see a couple of you are very disciplined today and not even trading. Good job, Pat. Josiana, good job. It's part of the game. Be patient. Alrighty. 200 bucks. Hey Juju, good morning. Right, they're putting on a switch trade here, so they're going to push it up a little bit. That's fine. ES is about to hit the next target, which is 45.69. That's the next target. Okay. What is a potential captain setup? Short. 91.75. Okay. Yeah, that's what they're doing right here. So, here we go. So keep an eye on this level right here. You see it right above Harmony zone number 1. Against a whole number, you know, if they come to this 81 and slice right through it, then they're gonna literally crush everybody and flush the market under 51 if they do that. So between the 80s to the 73s is going to be the area where this market has to kind of protect itself on the long side. And you're running into that captain setup at the short at the top end of that range. So this area is going to be very critical. There you go, they're coming. Now, what would be critical if they go from 92 to 84? All right, let's work. Okay, I mean that's something. And you're at the top end of the 70 NT wrinkle range as well. So there's a lot of resistance showing up right here against this captain setup. They came and retested it, and they are holding so far. Then they got to break this level right here. Right here. Hey, Mr. Gary. How we doing, buddy? I'm gonna call him James. I'm gonna call him the Ghost. The Ghost is here. Okay. I may want to start playing this game here. I may want to start playing this game. Okay, so let's talk about this for a little bit. S1. This is 1-2 here, and you got a trend line. Right here. All right. So we talked about the zone. The shorts need to kind of overwhelm it. If they can't do that, then pretty much that will spell the end of this serious selling pressure. So the 800 has to hold for the shorts, and you can't break up and come back and retest. There's a lot of things going on here that giving us clues to what we need to be paying attention to. Potential captain setup, switch trade long on the 40 NT Rinko. You start breaking above that 800. We're playing the patience game here. If you ever played poker, I don't know if any of you played poker before. Part of playing poker, in many ways, like any games of chance, is to be patient and wait for a good hand. That's one element of the game. So in trading, that's what we're essentially doing here. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm looking for a good hand. And I know how that hand would look like when it shows up. In the case of poker, you got aces. Well, that's a good starting hand. May not hold, but it's the best starting hand. In trading, the best hand is to have the 200 and the 100 in sync in your favor. that will set you up for a good hand. Then, you know, you're getting a behavior, you're getting a signal, that's a good hand. I mean, that means your hand is progressing in the right direction. So that's what we're waiting on. And it's sometimes it's boredom can set in, and I have to kind of caution myself of being bored and just jumping in because I need to make money, you know. I just need to be patient. That's all I need to do. Like right here, the odds are we should see a push past 800 to 805 and potentially the 15 on a breakout. That what against the 776 switch trade. So they need to close this and break the 800 against two levels, 87 and 777. Here you go. That's a Vegas number for you. Yeah, look at that little noise. Okay, so the 77 is holding. I mean, that's gonna be. Look at how much like consolidation in the range that they're doing here. Like the expectation out of this structure is really a push higher. Okay, and they're making one rotation, second, third, fourth. I mean, it's almost like they're building and building and building a rotation for a quick run up. You're getting, see, that's another thing. You're getting ES is actually running up. I mean, look at the 50 NT Rinko here. Give me a second. I got too many things opened. Yeah, I mean, the next target is 45.75 and NQ is lagging, right? So that tells me also that it's weak, because what I expect to happen is that run, and it's not happening. Like we should have been up at 810 by now. Maybe now they're listening to me, right? As the captain set up switch trade long. Okay. So we hit harmony zone number 2 to the tick, which we said, okay, well, off of this formation, we should be punching back up and to the 10-15. So we hit harmony zone number 2 and we got faded. So they're playing a tight range. I mean, that was a bit predictable. Now what's the key here? What's the next move? If you get any turn today in ES, this NQ is just gonna dump, because that is not super strong. I mean, they're just putting on a formation short, breaking the trend line within the channel, and running up to the next target. I mean, meanwhile, you're getting big moves happening in ES. So the difference between them is significant, right? Like right here, I mean, that market should jump up to 05. But I mean, is it worth it? Is it worth it for me to take it there against that reversal? Not really. No. The risk reward, the risk is you're taking a 10 to 15 point stop to get 5 points or 10 points running into resistance. That's just not good odds, even though it could work. It's just the odds are not really right. And it's the weaker instrument out of those two. So we're going to continue to be patient. I took 2 decisions, and I'm going to be patient. But we're reading through this market and reading their behavior. We're reading how they're holding on to these levels and what will constitute selling pressure that is actionable, what will constitute buying pressure that is actionable. This is watching paint dry, guys. This is literally what it looks like. I could start singing for you guys if you want to. Get the entertainment value up here. Okay. Well, here we go. At least we got something going on here. At least we got something going on. Giving a break of this channel. And we're trading under harmony zone number 2. That's a bit of a negative behavior. ES is pulling back, so that helped NQ kind of sell off. What is actionable on as far as trading? 771. You break 771, the 200 and the 100 is in sync on the short side, and I'll start looking actively for short signals. That's my level. That's what I'm looking for. I'm waiting for that to happen. All right. At least we're getting a little bit of action here. Well, we're getting action on both sides of this market. We talked about the 71 is a must, right? So the 71 didn't happen, and now they're rushing it back up to harmony zone number 2. So now we're getting a market, and that may be, breaking above that harmony zone number 2, and that would be significant. I mean, if they do that, then the next target is gonna be 832, and guess what that is? That's Globex. Then at that point, we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity on signals, because that tells me that the market is, let me see here, see that 82, and look, I mean, we have all that distance to 882 as a resistance area as well. So I mean, you're just getting a sideways consolidated market today. I mean, that's what you're getting here. That's what we're getting. We just have to be patient. Oh wow, okay. So here we go. Here we go. We got that push. So we broke harmony zone number excuse me, we broke that channel right here at that 800, and they just kept running people all the way up to Globex. So now the 200 and the 100 are in sync, and we are going to be looking for formations to go along. Order filled. Okay. So pullbacks. So, but how would that look like though? You need a low and a higher low, and a new harmony wave to show up. No, no, yeah. Josiana, you got a market that was running up in that rotation. So it's one of those things where you have harmony zone number 1. So protections for the long. Let's talk about that. Protection for the long. It's 807 by 797. The second rotation is 782 by 772. Those two levels are critical for the longs to support any move. Now, if I want to get aggressive, I mean, I will be buying at 18 and 12 and 01. And my stop needs to be under 92. That's an aggressive play right there. Okay. And right now, what you're getting here is a pullback, and immediately the market is responding. So let's see how those pullbacks gonna hold. We may end up putting ourselves in a position to trade here. But be honest with you, I have to be willing to manage this trade in a range. So it's gonna be one of those things where we have to kind of take on a little bit of room if I'm gonna take this pullback. We may not even get it. Well, let's see. And the next target of that rotation is 857. They're long and strong and pushing. I need an entry. I need the pullback. I mean, I guess that was a pullback, but too close to glowbacks. Looking for the longs. Need the pullbacks on the longs. We have channel number 1. I mean, the price action is improving. The speed of it is improving. The directionality of the market is improving. The overall price structure is improving. The longs are, here we go. I mean, we're starting to hit targets at a faster pace. And the next target, as we said, is 857. Target number 3 is 54. We're about to bust through that whole rotation right here. Target is hit. Next target is 882. I mean, if that's what they want to do and just run without us, then I guess that's what's going to happen. The first clue to that change was that shift right here. Next target on ES. Next target on ES, which was stronger than NQ, is 45.81.5. Harmony zone number 1 is 45.69 by 66. Harmony zone number 2 is 62 by 59. Those are the levels in which the market needs to hold on to in order for that next level of 45.81.5 to show up. Damn. Wow. And that's how you blow a bunch of people out of there, out of the water. You know, so that 80, that 782, when it happened, the market literally disconnected, and after that, things just got into that weird mode that where the shorts were getting challenged and challenged and challenged, and they here at this point they needed to come and close at 71, because that would have closed the 100 NT Runko and made the market in sync on the short side, but that never happened, and that reversal right here was the significant one. Then they broke that channel at 97, and that was it. The pullback, switch trade into the next target. I mean, like, I needed a little bit better structure here, a pullback and a higher low to be able to measure my risk a little bit better, but the market's going to do what the market wants to do. Okay, so they hit the target. Now the next target is 15,907 against two harmony zones, 857 by 847 and 832 by 22. Those are the two levels. Did the ES get there? Let me see here. Nope, we were very close. 45.81 half coming up. I mean, I'm looking at this right here. I'm saying, okay, I can't go short here. When the market does this, I'm waiting for the cloud to shift positive. Right here, the market shifted positive. I'm like, okay, I need a pullback so I could jump in. I get a run up to Globex. I'm like, okay, well, that's extended. I need a deeper pullback and a higher low to protect myself. Okay, we're getting there. Nope. And they shoot up. And then switch trade upon switch trade upon. At that point, you're really kind of running along with that market. And you're taking a higher risk by taking on a trade, but so they didn't quite get us an opportunity to get in there. Well, they did give us opportunities, but not one with low risk. But that's fine. We'll see the pullbacks eventually. I mean, right here where we should see a deeper pullback. And the reason is we're at the top end of the Globex band, and that's typically an area where the price, I mean, the same thing that they did here. The bottom end of the harmony, the Globex band, I mean, we're doing it right here. So we should see a bit of probably a test of harmony zone number 1. But that has to hold, right? I mean, see, it's happening. So a couple of spots to participate is 65 and 47 with a stop under Globex. It's a bigger trade. There you go. 71. We should see a push to the 81. And if they don't do that, then we're going to test harmony zone number 1. It's 857 by 47 and 32 by 22. Well, 907 is the next target, but we're gonna go through some correction here. I mean, literally, we're talking about it. It's just happening. That area right there is always you see a market pull back. When I say always, most of the time you see that type of behavior here. So we're looking for the pullbacks to buy into this market. I mean, that's just the bottom line here. I need protection above 847 for any pullback. Anything under 847 is going to give me a pause, because you will be breaking the harmony between the 200 and the 100 NT Rinko. Okay, so we said the pullback here is buyable against an 81 target. Let's see if it's going to happen. I'm sitting here just calling out trades that are very decent ones. I need to participate in them. Here we go, 81. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock for me right now. And I'm going to call it a day, or for the morning session. I may end up trading this market a little bit later on after a break. The good news is we're starting to get direction and momentum. Before we leave on ES, the next target is that 45.81.5, and we are taking a pullback, and we're not too far away from that specific target. It's important for the market to hold on to 45.71. Then on a major pullback, you're going to get a 45.69 by 66. Then the second, almost like an uncle point for this behavior, is 62 by 59 in ES. Those levels need to hold, but the direction of the targets is that target 45.81 half. Now in NQ, we're getting, the target that we just talked about here, and the 907 is the next rotation and the next target that we're going to be looking for. Okay, zone number 1 is 857 by 47 and 32 by 22. Those needs to hold, along with Globex against any pullback in that rotation. Okay, the market here is susceptible for pullbacks. Okay, so pullbacks into the ultimate run up into that target of 907. Where I would reevaluate my inclination on this market, anything under 846. That will really affect the market and that structure. That's it for me, guys, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Have a good one.